Welcome to the Seeking Said Guru podcast. It could be a show, actually, because it's 9:15, and I haven't got my cartoon done yet. Oh, Jesus, it's going to be a long night, so this probably isn't going to be a long session today. Of course, you only get about 5 minutes, and then you're going to have to sign up to SeekingSaidGuru.com to get the daily wisdom of said guru, in addition to more of my nonsense, in your inbox. But we're not going to count this as a show. This is going to be a podcast episode for sure, because I'm tired. I don't have a show in me tonight. I just got back driving my son to his hockey game. He's in a tournament this weekend, so we drove an hour and 40 minutes with all three of my kids. My wife was working, and to get beat 9-1, and then right back on the road and back home. That's fun, hey? It's like just driving for like 3 hours to get punched in the face or kicked in the nuts, just for an hour straight. And he had a good time. He always plays well. He's a digger, my son. I'm very proud of that approach he has to sports. It's hardly about the skill set. The skill set will always morph. It's about how you approach the sport itself. How do you approach the activity? How do we approach our lives? Are we digging in the corners trying to get that puck out? Or are we waiting for good things to happen? A lot of waiters out there. A lot of waiters. So I thought today for the 5 minutes we could really give a closer look at exactly what this is all about, all right? Not that, because sometimes I don't make myself clear. So essentially what we're trying to do, you and I together, is going to be establish the first ever Inner World Summit. 5 days, 25 top world leaders, one said guru. I mean, I can make arguments, and I'm going to make them probably every day for the rest of my life, possibly yours, as to why this makes sense. That's all I can really do. It should just on the surface. Like you don't even have to know who I am to hear that idea and just know that it's good. And that's great, because there's no way you would really know who I am. You might have seen me on stage back in the days when I was an entertainer. In fact, tonight one of the parents came over and said, "Are we going to see the comedian come back ever?" And I said, "I don't know, man. I miss it, but I don't know. Because I've been swept up by this other project." Did I talk to him about it? Of course not. Have I asked a single person in my life to sign change.org/Inner Summit? Of course not. I'm just skipping right over my town. You don't shit where you eat. So I'm going to focus on you. Are the dogs? The dogs are over in the field. They're going to be soaking wet by the time they get back in. What a debacle. Kids are still awake. Mike Tyson's fighting Jake Paul tonight. What the hell is going on in the world? Honestly, what is happening with our world? We need a brief pause. So that's going to be the focus of us. It's very simple for you to do. All you really have to do is sign your name, maybe get another 10 to, 1,000 people to do the exact same thing. And then we get to watch this happen. They can't ignore a bunch of us. They just can't. So that'll be step one. Step two for me, after I establish this show and start posting them every single day, along with the cartoon, which I'm also doing daily, is going to reach out to all the celebrities that have had any interaction with said guru and hope that they get behind this as well. Because, as I said, I need all the help I can get, and chances are you have more contacts than me. The second focus of this is a personal one. I am, after all, seeking said guru, not just for the Inner World Summit. That's a byproduct of my love and devotion for the Great One. Nay, I'm talking about a personal adventure that I'm on myself. And it's been my whole life, and it's come down to, finally, I get an actual object of my desire. I couldn't speak of what it was before because I didn't know. An atheist, you see, so I was way off path. But now I have a focus, and it happens to be embodied currently in the form of said guru. You can say it with me if you want. And so you're going to send me to him. I am probably not ever going to get back into stand-up comedy. What I would like to do is become a full-time yogi, which is simply one who seeks union with everything. That's what I'm after, and I'm going to have to, go jump in the corners and start digging. I'm going to have to take a page out of my son's book, be taught a bunch of the skill set that is going to be required to open this one up to blossoming. And you're going to get to witness the whole thing. But first, you have to make it happen. SeekingSaidGuru.com. You're going to support me by supporting my wife. And then she's going to give me the nod. And we're going to buy a big camper and drive to Tennessee. Straight under the ashram, and we'll live there until they give us a house. Who's coming with me?